So we back at this, bro. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, gang. I took a little bit of a break. I was having some issues, bro. Uh, not like mental health or anything, bro. Like I was just like uh having trouble recording, bro. But low key, bro, peep this new haircut, this fresh haircut I got, bro. Oof, your boy looking fly, bro. Yeah. Well, let's let's get in this video real quick, bro. Um, movies I would hate to live in. Lock the freaking, bro.
You know, growing up, I always wanted to be in movies. Not like an actor. I mean, like in the movie. Who could blame me? They're so cool. But now that I've grown, I see that a majority of these movies I thought were super.
Bro, have you any of y'all like certain scenarios, bro? Like I would like to imagine how would I like go through this or like solve this. Yeah.
To live in actually aren't. So that's what I'll be going over today. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be going over some movies I'd hate to live in. Yeah, new little series. And in the end, I'll go over the movie that I'd hate to live in the most. First one up, Avengers, or every Marvel movie. As much as I love superheroes, you gotta be an idiot to wanna live in the Marvel universe. If you know even the slightest bit about Marvel,
Bro, that's so dangerous, bro. Like every New York City with a superhero has a New York City villain, bro. Bro, New York is so dangerous in the Marvel universe.
these dudes deal with planetary threats, no joke, more often than I see my dad. And New York gets the worst of it. NYC is like the punching bag or like the 1960s wife of the MCU. This city does not catch a break. And on top of the usual stuff New York already got to deal with, you know, rats, high rent, drill rappers, rats. Now being in the MCU, they also got to deal with constant alien invasions, a wizard opening rifts in the city, a giant who eats planets, a literal god, and a meth head with superpowers. And to a New Yorker, that last one probably sounds like the most regular one. If you were about to be teleported into the MCU, this city would quite literally be the worst place to be living already. And I already live here. Yup. I zapped in, I'd be put in like Wichita, Kansas or something. I would literally be in the epicenter of the problem. And as a regular New Yorkian civilian, I have no option but to live every day like it's my last. Cause it literally could be. And at that point, I don't think I'll even be scared. No. I'm gonna just start trying stuff. Go to the club, try some new foods. I mean, you might even see me in the alleyway with Sentry. What else am I supposed to do when I'm living in a universe where Thanos could randomly pull up on me and tell me to get sturdy for him? The sad part is, it wouldn't even have to be Thanos either. Cause as a
Bro, isn't there like a comic book issue where like Thanos pulls up on this one guy every year for his birthday, bro, and makes it like a living hell, bro?
we're not even allowed to have Blick, so one of these street tier villains like the Vulture, or even lower than that, those bank robbers from Homecoming, can pull up on me and tell me to get sturdy too, and I'ma have to. Yeah, just keep me in regular MC, bro. It's not worth it. I'ma be living there, pay $5K a month on rent, and have my first time seeing Spider-Man in person be watching him save a grandma while the Rhino was curb stomping me. Next up, I got a movie that might be even scarier because of how real it's starting to feel. iRobot. We all know this one. Movie set in the future, 2035, 10 years from now, where robots and AI are completely integrated into society. And I mean completely. They deliver
Yo, bro, if we are gonna have a battle with robots versus humans, that shit will be definitely over water, gang. Cause doesn't AI use water for like to function, I guess.
just for us, cook for us, keep us company. They keep the streets clean and even work with ensure crime rates stay low. These things are everywhere doing any and everything for us. Now, I know what you may be thinking. robotic huss? Just kidding. I know what you're thinking. Well, that doesn't sound so.
Nah, I did low-key, man.
Robots doing everything for us? That sounds great. That's wrong. This is terrifying. Because aside from the fact that these things doing everything for us would pretty much turn us into skillless people from WALL-E, these things constantly being around us is a danger in this world. Because the people in this world like robots so much that they're convinced.
Yeah, but he's not low-key wrong. Because Americans are like very lazy, bro. Some.
They can't hurt humans. What? Bro, I know I'm not tripping. Am I tripping? Judging by the way people feel about AI right now, I refuse to believe in 10 years humans will be so comfortable with AI and robots and stuff to the point where they're comfortable not only living with them, but saying they can't commit crimes? What? Man, I've known my Siri for 10 plus years and I still don't trust her. You think I'm gonna trust this thing? But that's how it is for some reason in this world. People trust and love these robots. So they pretty much get a get out of jail free card. And if you live here, that should be terrifying for you. Could you imagine how out of control this could get? If there's no police around, what would stop one of these tin cans from shooting some random dude down the block and throwing the smoking gun into my hand? And guess what the cops gonna say when they roll up?
So I was telling Bobby the other day, he should get the donuts from. He's got a weapon!
That would happen every single time and they would never get caught because they're not programmed to hurt humans. But it doesn't end me legit reasons to not want to live around these things. So we see throughout the movie there's a heavy emphasis on Will Smith's hatred towards these robots. Like, he really does not like these things. And it turns out it's because back in the day, Will got in this accident that sent him and his other car flying into some water. And when a robot came to save the...
Bro, if this does become our future, some millennials gonna be, oh wow, I don't need these dirty clankers running around my house. They don't pay rent or nothing. Go get a job, you dirty clanker, bro.
It chose to save Will instead of the little girl trapped in the other car. R.I.P. Meaning, even when they're trying to help, these things could still leave you to die. So if it was me and a kid, innocent kid trapped in a house fire, if the robot deems me as having the higher chance of living, it'll save me instead of the innocent 5-year-old child. Bro.
That's honestly wild, gang.
The right choice. But dang, that's messed up. What if that was my kid? I'd be pissed. Like, you're a robot. You can't like go gadget extend and grab both of us out the fire. That's ridiculous. What are you good for? Yeah, living here would suck. That's not even mentioning the thing running these robots, Vicky. An AI system built to protect people. Built to protect people, huh? Sounds hella familiar. And that ain't even mentioning the job market. If these robots do everything for us, how would we get jobs? Like, you know what I mean? They're robots. There's no room for human error. Employers would love them. No calling out, no talking back, no paid time off. I mean, you don't gotta pay them, period. These dudes are the perfect slaves. So if you're not building them or working with the police, you have nothing. Bro, this is exactly why I hope our world does not become like this. Because if I worked a long 20-year career in, let's say, construction, I'll be damned if I lose my position to an oil drink. Screw loose having. Command listening. Another movie that scares me because...
Exactly, bro. Damn. Bro. Robots, I feel like AI can also take influence, like influencer jobs. But low-key, who's gonna watch an AI video, bro? For entertainment, like humans bring that rawness into content, bro.
Stuff is 1984. This is one of them older films based on a book you might have read in school. Nah, who am I kidding? Y'all don't read. So I'll give you a rundown. Like I said, this movie is based on a book written in the 40s. So, you know, dark times, dark books. And in this world, society sucks. Everything's bleak, gray, and dull. Censorship and propaganda about some war constantly in people's faces. And worst of all, people are monitored 24/7. And this ain't like, oh, cameras on the street, phone activity. No. This is cameras on the street, cameras at your job, and even cameras at your crib. Like a big TV in the middle of your apartment with some dude's face on it that just watches you. Like, Pause? But it still doesn't end there. It gets worse, because this society in 1984 doesn't promote individuality even in the slightest bit. Any personal hobbies, drawing, writing, collecting, throw them out the window. You ain't allowed to do that. Any dreams, thoughts, or even memories, you're not allowed to do that either. I don't care how much you miss your grandma. Bro, you can't even have a shorty, because their whole motto is you should only love Big Brother. Do I gotta say it? Pause! And
North Korea, bro. Damn. How to say it, bro. Damn.
even if you do try to do any of this stuff, you're kidnapped and tortured till you eventually lose all that individuality. This is so messed up. You know what this reminds me of? Y'all know that Boondocks clip, the
Did I just catch you wanting to be shit?
That's what it reminds me of. Now, after all that stuff I just told you, you honestly think I don't want to live here? Hell nah. I'll take Thanos snapping away my local Ark over this stuff. That's why all things going on in the world right now scare me. I don't want to drag it and say it's to this level. I mean, the fact that I'm even making this video with, no issues means we ain't there yet. But we are definitely taking baby steps. Like, it's getting crazy out here. We got the Brits out here censoring Wikipedia, censoring Discord, censoring Spotify? Are we serious? We gonna make teenagers listen to Kids Bop in 2025? Even on Marvel Rivals, bro, they over here monitoring voice chats. Like, I got a warning the other day for just telling some dude to hop off. I mean, obviously I said it in a bit of a meaner way, but still, what is this? Even YouTube with this silly ID thing, like, bro, why can't we just keep it like the good old days where they monitored us without telling us? Why do I have to consent to it now? And now, before I get...
My fault, something happened. But, minor difficulties, bro. But, honorable mention. This might be a sponsor, but I don't know. It's locked back in.
High School Musical, constantly singing and dancing
Never
would just
mind.
get old. Especially because it's so random. Imagine you just trying to take a dump in the school bathroom and you have to rush out to go and sing We're All in This Together. You didn't even get to wipe any of the Conjuring films. I don't even gotta explain this one. Nah, I'm good. Secret Life of Pets, pretty self-explanatory too. And then The New War of the Worlds.
Yo, I'll take my Secret Life of Pets was such a good movie, bro. It's like, you ever watch them Despicable Me movies? It's like that type of editing, bro. I like it.
The special thing about this one is not only do I think it's one of the worst ones to live in, but it's also just one of the worst movies. This movie is garbo. Like, the reason I wouldn't want to live here is not because of the aliens invading the planet, but because of the sheer embarrassment I would feel being a part of it. Imagine dying to one of these aliens in the...
Bro, I've never watched this movie, but it seems that's not gonna lie, bro.
Person around to react is Ice Cube over his monitor saying, "Damn!" And now, the movie I'd hate to live in the most. Sinners. Alright, I don't think this one will be the worst one, just wanted to hype it up a bit, but still, it was...
Bro, nah, it wouldn't be the worst one, bro. But low-key, bro, I never seen this movie. I've been wanting to get, to watch it, bro. Heard it's a good film.
Very scary to live in. This movie, if you ain't watch it, 10 out of 10. At first I thought it was a 9, but nah, it's a 10. This movie, if you ain't watch it, is based in the 30s down in Mississippi, which already, horrible start. But the scariest thing about this movie, if you're living there, isn't the time period it's set in. It's the fact that this world has vampires. Yeah, real, pure-blooded, bona fide vampires. I first thought there would be some racist Abraham Lincoln vampire hunter type of vampires, but nope, these guys are actually the opposite. They welcome...
Yo, nope, bro. That movie he just showed wouldn't be a bad universe also. Isn't that like aliens and stuff, bro?
Every and anybody to their lifestyle, which to me, if I was living here, would be even scarier. With a mean or racist vampire, at least you know where you stand. They gonna eat you, so stay away from them. But with these ones, you just don't know. If one of these nice ones came to my door
But wouldn't that be with any vampire, bro? You wouldn't know who's the vampire?
singing me a song and offering me money? Well, of course you can stay the night. Come on in. And it'd be raps for me. And even if that wasn't the case, I would not be able to avoid these dudes. Because even if they don't try to roll up to my door, they're attracted to music. And you know, I'm not saying I'm some Mozart or anything. I actually don't even know how to play a single instrument. But I am saying a 1930s Derek is definitely gonna be at one of them jukes. And one of them nights we definitely gonna get a Sammy-like singer who's gonna attract the vampires, and it's gonna be the same story all over again. Sammy. Yeah, living here, I'm good off that. Even all this vampire stuff aside, like I said, this is in Mississippi in the 30s. If I'm not going to a juke, what the frick is there to do in the 30s? I might just die from boredom. I see why all people did back then was just pop out babies, because what else is there to do? Not to mention, these weren't the safest times either, especially as a Dominican dude or anything but white. I don't think that band of hooded men would see me and make any exceptions. Talking about some, hold on now, wait a second, Chuck. Put the noose down. I think this one's Caribbean. Nah, they don't care. They don't discriminate. Well, they do, but you know what I mean. They just trying to meet their quotas. So sinners, with or without vampires, I'm good. But I might dress up as one of the twins for Halloween, who's trying to help me find the clothes. That's pretty much all the movies I wanted to go over this time. And this one isn't a might. I'm definitely doing a sequel to this video. I had so much fun making it. Comment down below some movies you'd...
Nah, bro, like... the sinner's costumes, bro, would be a dope ass Halloween costume, bro. Not gonna lie. And Dexter and his brother Brian, bro. That would be like, I seen that shit all over TikTok last on October, bro. In October, and bro, motherfuckers were all farming, bro.
Living, and comment down below some movies you guys want to see me do in part 2. It's definitely happening, I'm telling you. And moral of the story,
He's got a weapon!
Yo, what about like Stranger Things, bro? That universe, low-key, don't want to live there, bro. Unless I'm part of the main cast, bro. If I'm part of the main cast, I'm chilling, bro. No one dies. But anyway, I'll see y'all next time, bro. That was your boss.